Maiyegun diary, na Igbo number one.
Hello there. Good afternoon to you. Good morning to you. Good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. Share the video. Good to see you. You see, I might be laughing. This is not be laughing matter. But in Yoruba land, they say if matter don't pass to cry, sometimes you have to laugh. Naija matter don't peme. Yesterday, where Wiki told us that is there anything called Nigeria? Well, maybe you are looking for the answer.
And yes, Lórí Facebook. And yes,
I greet all of you, every one of you joining this broadcast this evening. You are welcome. Maiyegun Mawi. Maiyegun today. I'm just waiting for you to share the broadcast, invite others, tell them that Maiyegun is live.
And yes,
those who they borrow Nigeria money, who is going to pay that money back? Now, let me tell you something tonight, that everybody should choose a struggle. For those who have chosen one, congratulations to you. Keep it up, straighten up, continue, and do not listen to those who have their own agenda, because yours will truncate theirs. Boko Haram has an agenda and is executing his agenda. If your agenda is Biafra, stay strong. If yours is Yoruba Nation, stay strong. Because last, nobody should be fighting for a dying Nigeria. Tell my friends that Maiyegun is live. I'm going to wait. Do you know that Nigeria in the last 6 years borrowed over 35 trillion naira? And from this 25 trillion naira, Nigeria only spent 7 trillion on infrastructure, and the rest looted, stolen, shared, and spent by the same scoundrels, scavengers, criminals that knows the end of Nigeria. But if you are fighting for Nigeria, you are just fighting for something that will kill you. Just being straightforward now, okay? 35 trillion naira borrowed. Only 7 trillion actually went into infrastructure. 28 trillion went into paying for the luxurious lifestyle, the greedy, gluttonous lifestyle of Boko Haram gang. And the adverse effect of this is what is your daily lives in Nigeria today. Your naira is taking a free fall. It's not going to stop. Even when your central bank, led by Emefiole, came out to say they want to start their own e-naira, they banned cryptocurrency, they banned every other digital currencies. Then they turned around and they created theirs and they called it e-naira. But guess what? People are already saying, with the level, Nigeria naira is going, e-naira that they are trying to make you buy will end up as a naira. E-naira, they call it. If you're a Yoruba man, that actually means that Enira means suffering. Naira continue to nosedive, not because you guys are doing anything wrong, but because you have criminals in charge whose only agenda is as long as Nigeria lives, they will borrow you out of this world. $750 million approved today by the World Bank. Now, you borrowed 33 trillion naira in 6 years. And only 7 trillion actually went into building infrastructures for you. Now, you borrowed this money at God knows how many, interest rates. Now, they borrowed this money to pay that money back in 30 years, 50 years, 60 years. China, I found out that they can't just invest just $10 billion in Nigeria, because most of their investments in Nigeria are probably 10 billion. They said that they can't just invest 10 billion in Nigeria, right? And then not have their bank in there, because if you fail to pay, we'll grab something else to clear our debts. Now, how does that affect you directly? It affected the way you live. When you complain about hardship, when you complain about sufferings, when you complain about non-payment of your salaries and the rest of that, economic hardship, right? Inability to actually live like human beings, right? The reason is not far-fetched. They are borrowing money in your name. Somebody has to pay back. How? They have no money for development, and it is deliberate. Okay, among the monies they were borrowing, one of them is the one to construct a rail line from Kano to Daura, from Daura to Maradi in Niger Republic, to be loading people up and down. Right now, because they have no money, they have to borrow. Since they have been borrowing, every other money they make in the country goes into servicing that debt. Now, for every 100 naira that Nigeria make, Nigeria will have to spend 99 naira. Sorry, Nigeria will have to give 99 naira to the lenders. If you make 10 naira, 9 naira will go to the lenders. So at the end of the day, your naira is now just winking and winking at 1,000 naira to $1 in 1980. For some of you who probably should know, I think I should share this with you. In 1980, in that same Nigeria, one of the things that probably made people think that maybe Nigeria will work, but they lied to themselves. I'm talking about those who are older than you now. I was born in 1984, right? January 1984. And that was like this date on this account. This is 19th of December, 1979. I'm sorry. Well, that's the date on the on the passport. But look at that BTA, basic travel allowance. Allowance. I don't know if that's what I mean. 1980. That's the money you will take if you are leaving Nigeria. Now look at this. Somebody changed $1,000 for 546 naira 45 kobo. In Nigeria today, that $1,000, you are going to need at least 550,000 naira to get $1,000 now. 1980 to 2021. How long is that? Is that not 41 years? It should be 41 years. That seems like forever, right? Today, the reality is that you may not really know how politicians destroy your economy, destroy your life, destroy everything that could make you probably human, live like a human being. These are the examples, right? And today, the World Bank just granted them 750 million. There's another 22 billion they want to borrow. That one is going through the process now. Before the end of December, they will get clearance and they'll get part of the money too. And we ask, who could pay the money? If Nigeria break up tomorrow, who is going to pay the money? And these guys knows something that we don't know, or we know, or pretended just like, no, it's not, it's impossible. They are borrowing money in the name of Nigeria. And they are using that money for themselves and for their Niger Republic and the rest of those they are spending your money on. Not that they are actually making Niger Republic a Dubai. It's just like pretty much like having a place where they can build their own RM and build their own caliphate. If Nigeria break up, who go pay the bill? Who go pay the debts? That's one of the things. But you as a young person, when they tell you to defend Nigeria, apply to Nigeria, your country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve, to deserve our honor and honors, whatever nonsense they all pull into that place for you. But there is no real plan for you. The plan they have for you is that of a doomed country, right? 35 trillion naira borrowed in 6 years. 7 trillion is the only evidence spent, money spent from that money. What happened to the 28 trillion? That's money borrowed though. Not even talking about money generated. And they say, may Nigeria break into pieces. You are preaching to people that unity is better than a breakup. Anyway, there's something I'm going to share with you. When Wike said, is there anything called Nigeria? We treated that yesterday. Then something happened that yesterday as well. Fake Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, they went to River State to go and commission renovated police building. Akpabio, who happened to be the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, now the senator for Niger Delta, the one that you always see his face first when you join Maiyegun's diary videos, it's okay. In 6 years, Niger Delta alone, they said they have collected close to 10, Niger Delta, NDDC, Niger Delta Development Commission, I think that's what they are called. They have collected over 10 trillion naira. I don't know how they made that so much. That agency alone. And that was the one they started probing when Akpabio said, ask your Oga, when the National Assembly was probing the NDDC. Go to that Niger Delta they are talking about today. You will feel sorry, just same way you feel if you go to Ota in Ogun State. That Niger Delta is foul. Anyway, Wike, Oshibade, and Akpabioli, they met in River State yesterday. And this is how the whole thing went down, just for your amusement.
This road will soon change. I have assured you, and Mr. President has said so, that everything will be done to ensure the completion of that road. It started in 2006, and as usual, it is a vowed commitment to ensure that no project that will benefit Nigerians is left undone in his administration. He has assured all Niger Deltans that everything will be done to ensure the completion of the East-West Road. From Warri in Efurum all the way to Oron, the most dangerous part right now is the Eleme Junction. And the governor of Rivers said, if we delayed at all, because you were touching a lot of federal projects, we thought you would touch that area. But since you have neglected to touch that area, we assure you that we are already on the road. Our city has started work, and very soon, I'm sure you were leaving that one so that you will use it to mock us. But then, I'm assuring you that we are going to disappoint you, because we are going to complete that East-West Road and on time. Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, because you are not yet in APC, I will not call you a performing governor. But the moment you come, I will call you a performing governor. So I thank you for being personally present here, and also with your deputy. I know that even the praises we are heaping on you today show clearly that you are in the wrong direction. So it's time for you to come to where you are being appreciated. So I thank you so much for your presence here.
The former governor of Akwa Ibom State, I thought we came fully to commission this project. I didn't know that former Governor Akpabio will turn it a political rally. But let the records be straight. I prefer to say where there is malaria than to go to where there is cancer. Former governor, malaria is treatable. Cancer at 4th stage, you are likely to die. So I don't want to die now. So I'm very comfortable to remain where Nigerians have hope. Well, Mr. President is here, I don't want to say that because I thought it's about me alone. I would have told him something. You know. When I came in 2015, all the projects awarded by the previous administration, I completed all of them. Because it's public fund. It's public fund. It's not a question of who awarded. That is not the point. It's who finished it. Just like you finished the international airport. We started it under Abadudem when he was in the PDP. All the performance about the claim he did, was it under which party? Ababe became an uncommon governor under where? Is he an uncommon minister now? It's not. It's not. So, you know, so it is the right time for you to come back where you became uncommon. This is the right time for you. Since you left, you have lost all that position. So today is the right day for you to make that decision. And I know as you are sitting down now, I know you will take the decision today.
I'm also here to settle the controversy between Governor Nyesom Wike and Honourable Minister Godswill Akpabio. We will settle that controversy in a most uncommon way, but I will be disclosing the details of that to them in a moment or two. But Governor Wike, thank you very much for your warm and generous hospitality, not just today, but every time that I've visited the state. Thank you.
Wait, I don't want him to begin to sweet talk you. That's his job. He's the boy. Ikene Shatabandu fake Pastor Ruga. He's like, we will settle the controversy. Did you hear the controversy? I decided to share that with you just to let you know that these are the characters in charge of Nigeria. Okay? Yesterday, when I was talking about Wike, I told you, I said, Nigerian politicians are like actors and actresses. They can act any role, anytime, at any given period, even without any script. If you give them script, then they act perfectly to the letter. Deceivers. They know the truth. I'm going to take you back a little bit to what Wike said yesterday. Something to let you know that yesterday they said, well, everything, borrowing. We don't know what they are using it for. Nobody will talk. Everybody just give the approval. But who feel the brunt? You. Some of you may think Fulani terrorism is the only thing you have to worry about. You see, the effect of the poverty that these criminals have unleashed on the entire country is monumental, is humongous. Apart from policy formulation to keep you poor, there are also state-sponsored calculated efforts to keep you perpetually poor by all these attacks you are seeing. So, but they are not the only one. Today in Nigeria, when you are traveling on the motorway, on the expressway, and people automatically believe that they are Fulani terrorists or they want to kidnap them. They are kidnappers. Now, once you get there and they say, oh yeah, bring out everything. What do you get? We are armed robbers. People no longer panic. They say, armed robbers are better than, but guess what? Armed robbers are not better. No kind of criminality is better. But you see, the level at which Nigeria is at now, they intentionally brought Nigeria to, there are many underhand criminality that you are victims of. Being robbed in the traffic is a crime caused by, it's called the ripple effect of all these borrowings and looting and stealing because they had no plan for anybody. You will figure it out. That's what they believe in. You will figure it out. All of you will figure it out. Find your way. That is why there's now been an exodus of young people leaving Nigeria now. Have you been following social media lately? They don't care about that future. So the ripple effect of that is this. Those they don't care for, you would have to care for them. No amount of security you put around yourself will make you safe or will keep you safe or your family. No amount of money you make for yourself and then keeping your family out of poverty will actually keep them safe. And these are not crimes associated with Nigeria generally right now. But you have gotten to a stage whereby if armed robbers come to your house, you would rather just cooperate with them and just be like, you'll be saying, thanking God, oh, thank God they are not kidnappers. So look at the naval officer kidnapped in Lagos. Soldiers killed in Zamfara. Soldiers killed in Niger State. Many soldiers killed in Kaduna. Many people killed in Kaduna. You see all those things? Well, those ones are caused by the terrorists, we can say, right? But yours, as they have made it so higher as the high crime now, right? If you see armed robbers now, you'll probably be saying, well, I thank God that they are armed robbers and they are not kidnappers. So people who brought you to that stage are those characters I just showed you now. So Wike pointed out and said, borrowing, and not in any way investing in anything productive that will get people engaged, because you see, a country will always be poor if you have more people out of job than people in jobs, because government has no job. There is no job called government. Government has no business. Do you get that now? Government has no business like, okay, buy and sell. Government have to tax you. They have to steal from you. They have to use all manner of everything to legalize what they take from you. That is what makes them government. They are the official thief. And the more you work, the better for that country. The more people work, that is the more production you have, the better for that country. The more you have, and Nigeria has a population of almost 70% of the entire population of Nigeria are the youth. Young people, able-bodied youth who are unemployed. If you say 35% of the population is unemployed, out of 200 million, are you not talking about over 80 million? That's officially. Officially. Unofficially, by the time you had the whole thing, you have about 70% unemployed and underemployed in that country. And the government, who cares? They don't give a damn about you. But you'll be 61 in 2 days. And you'll be shouting, the enemy of Nigeria. God will destroy enemy of Nigeria. No, no. God won't destroy anybody. If God will destroy anybody, by now, Abba, how many of you have been shouting Bokwari, Bokwari, Bokwari? That's not how things work. It doesn't work that way. Things don't work that way. And if you see the way they practice your religion in Nigeria, right? The rich man is closer to God than many of you. But your pastors will tell you that you are closer to God because you are poor. They make you think because you are poor, you are closer to God. Meanwhile, your pastors will receive the first call of that criminal that makes your life a hell. So the point I'm making there is that the ripple effect of all these borrowings and the rest goes beyond. Then, well, we complain all the time. Goes beyond just complaining. Goes beyond this Boko Haram and the rest you have now. There are many, many of you who have now turned to petty thieves, petty criminals, joining petty crimes. You are not admitting it. You call it Ozu. You are hustling. Because you have no idea how destroyed, how ruined Nigeria has become. You call it Ozu. Robbing people. Petty crimes. Then you are growing on and on and on. You are the local terrorists that are also brewing out of this current trouble. Yours are going to be worse than those we are talking about today. Guess what? Some of you knows about all of them too. They are hustling. They are surviving. Rather than face those who gives no damn about you, they are out there every now and then. Now, your naira can go to 1,000 naira to $1. You can become jobless. You can become homeless. You can join crime. Just don't get caught. That is the destination you are going to. And let me tell you something. That then put everybody into a state of endangered species. Nobody is safe anymore. And you can say it now. You have 1 million boys in Lagos. You have all of that. So that's the ripple effect. So if you have any means of joining the pressure, the movement of enlightening the people that if they don't team up to break the chain of this demagogue now, this chain now, they will be so tightened and so fixed to it that they will never be able to come out. Those before us are already trapped in it. 75% population, 75% young people left their destiny in the hand of criminals. 75% of. I've told you that Nigeria has affected you. Even if you don't pay attention, you know that you have thieves as your leaders from local government to every. You always say it, all of you, everybody now criminal, everybody now this and that. But do you actually understand how that affects you directly? And I said this not just to those who live in Nigeria. I said this to those of you also who are not living in Nigeria, who are living outside Nigeria. You may not even know that every time we talk about the rot, the destruction of Nigeria by these criminals, and we ask that the people should have the understanding and choose a path, stop supporting a path that is a doomed path, and that is Nigeria path. You are doomed for destruction, except for the few of you who have the opportunity of escaping it, but many won't. Choose a path. Yoruba nation, break Nigeria up to save lives. Choose a path. Because you see, this path Nigeria is going is a doomed one. And you may not tell yourself, you may not even understand how you are affected, whether you are in Nigeria or you are outside Nigeria. I was reading something on Twitter this evening, and some people were discussing in a space, like you see all those guys who see themselves as intelligent people on Twitter. They have this thing they call space. So they will be yarning dust, nonsense, ideas, this madness. Since EndSARS protests, some of them have found themselves as inspirational speaker, youth activists, blah, 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 nonsense. And in one of those spaces, they were saying that Nigerians abroad should just keep quiet and forget about Nigeria. They should stop talking about Nigeria. They are the ones creating problems for us here. They are the ones, blah, 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 blah. And then they were talking about how PDP is not welcoming youth. I was like, I listened a bit. It didn't stay long because this was pretty much like a balderdash nonsense. Nigerians, all of us who left Nigeria with the green passport as Nigerians, we are recorded in the world data as Nigerians until you change that passports, okay, to those who have. However, Many of you changed, or many of us changed our passports. Now, many of us are citizens of so many places that we choose to live, right? But you may have done that, but you know that till tomorrow, you are even watching this video right now because you are concerned of the people you love who are still in Nigeria, because yes, they are still there. And with that, yeah, we are now put on record as every year we are in the bracket of the migrants all over the world who remit money back to their their primary country, like us. In Nigeria, we are not just about Africans and what have you. We're talking about all the global immigrants to the major Western countries all over the world who are sending major remittances back to Nigeria. Those remittances are coming from those of us from Nigeria. And what are those remittances for? You want to build a house. You want to build family house. You want to pay school fees. You want to pay hospital bill. They want to do for family meeting. They are now there, all those money that you send all the time. Those every penny you remit back into that country, they now give us a figure. They give us a figure that annually you remit back over $33 billion. That is how much Nigeria borrowed under this Buhari's government in 6 years. That's how much we give back every year, annually, every year. And that's the one that passed through their system. Many of you put your money in an envelope and you give it to somebody to drop it for you at the airport. Somebody's going to see them. You know what I mean? Many of you actually take your money home without sending them through that system. How many billions do you think that money is? And what do you think that money do in the system in Nigeria? When they go out, they say they are building new property. Those who are bricklayers, they will say, I just collected one new contract. They say this person there abroad, he won't build mansion. As you are building your mansion, you are giving jobs to them. As you are building your, some of you are even going back to build, community service, different NGOs for people, building hospitals, building schools. As you are taking those money back there to construct all those things, those money are going through their system. That is what runs system of Nigeria. You know why? As you are putting that money in, every little penny, every penny that goes, that ended up in the pocket of those criminals in government, they steal the money and they take the money out. As we are remitting money back into Nigeria, these looters, these criminals are looting the money. They are taking the money out. Then you will now see some Elenushikutis, some morons, some idiots who can tweet, who can talk, who can speak English, who can speak grammar, who have followers, who have blah, 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 that they tweet nonsense to. And they will say the aspirants are the ones causing trouble. They should just mind their business. Ignorant idiots. I felt somehow, I was like, do these people actually have an idea? Do you need an economist to explain this to you? That we are the ones sustaining Nigeria. We are the ones sustaining Nigeria. Your criminal leaders are looting your money. They steal your money. When they steal your money, where do you think the money ends? Where do you think the money ends? Where do you think they take the money to? They bring the money here. They don't bring the money here to share the money to us. But your economy is in tatters. And how does Nigeria affect you directly or indirectly? Even if you are not in Nigeria, tell yourself the truth. How far with the money you now send to Nigeria, especially in the last 1 year, if you can't remember how much? As much as we tell ourselves, Nigerians won't listen. They will not listen. Stop sending money to them. Stop giving people money. Stop doing this and that. Blah, 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 blah. But you still send money. Tell yourself the truth. I still send money. And if there's anything I have to seek forgiveness for, is the fact that I'm the chief priest of Temple of Truth. And we all agree there that Maiyegun, we should all stop sending money. I'm still sending money. Because on the Temple of Truth, we also have empathy. You won't watch your brother, even stranger, you won't watch them starve, would you? When you can spare something? Now tell yourselves the truth. How has the money you've been sending back to Nigeria doubled or tripled or quadrupled in the last 1 year? Tell yourself the truth, including to the family members. As it gets worse, you have to cough out more money, aren't you? That's how it affects you, even though you are not in Nigeria. You are not within the territory where the Boko Haram will come after you. You're not within the territory where their police will come and hunt you down. You're not within the territory where they will come and, make you redundant and useless. You are not there. But where you are feeling it. Tell yourselves the truth. So then some dumb idiots in Nigeria, because they can speak grammar and they have Twitter and all of that, they can tell you that you should keep quiet for asking for Oduduwa Republic, for asking for Biafra. And politicians themselves will be like, it is the people in abroad that are causing problem. Really? Bokwari goes abroad to borrow here and there, using your destiny, your existence, your everything. Right there in Nigeria, we are not those who told them that they should continue to use your destiny to play dwarfed and keep you so limited and short and constrained. And the reason why you have many more people talking about Nigeria today, interested, is not because they have anything they want to gain or take. We see through these criminals. We see through them. We see the resultant effects of what they are doing. We realize that if we continue to pretend that this is not happening, one day, we would all be contributing money to feed our family members in different refugee camps. Somebody said something. A situation whereby Ogun State governor, you remember him, Dubious Darkbo. Let me give you a quick background of that. I want to tell you that story. I'm sorry if I'm going to deviate a bit. Dubious Darkbo, the Ogun State governor, is a product of fake Pastor Ruga Ikene Shatabandu to spite Irokunle Omoamushi, the former governor, who is now a senator representing Ogun Central in Abuja. Dubious Darkbo is the same guy who dictated during the oil subsidy scam probe under Goodluck Egbere Jolantan. His company was indicted and they were meant to refund some money, while some of them will go to jail. Dubious Darkbo, Gbenga Gbewiri Daniel, Ibukunle Omoamoshi, who were told they were friends, that Gbenga Gbewiri Daniel will be governor. Irokunle Omoamoshi will be second governor. And Dubious Darkbo will be governor too. According to that, their lineage, right? When he got to Ibekunle Omoamoshi, he told Darkbo to invest in his election in 2015, and Darkbo should go and be senator. Darkbo agreed, and Darkbo confessed publicly that he gave Irokunle Omoamoshi, he gave him $1 million towards his second term in 2015. And they told Darkbo to go and contest for Senate, and he was to run against Buruji Kashamu, the wanted drug baron that became a senator. Now, to cut the long story short, Dubious Darkbo became an orphan, political orphan. When the probe of subsidy was going on, as miracle God will have it, Bokwari and APC, Ebekegbe, they won the presidency. So he found a new mentor inside Ikene Shatabandu, fake Pastor Ruga, since Amoshi told him, since Amoshi played him in 2015, made him useless, almost bankrupt. The new power in Abuja, they are not in, Asiwaju in Lagos, the Asiwaju Anwole, was already in this serious battle with Amoshi, where Amoshi wanted to be in charge. So they needed somebody to help them stop whoever Amoshi wanted to give as the governor of Ogun State. That was where Dubious Dapo came in. Subsidy fraudster, somebody who stole billions from Nigerians, should be in jail. So he became, and he has money, oil money. Tifnumbu was like, we can use him to stop Amoshi in 2019. He played the game right. He wasn't meant to be any governor. And as it will happen, Dubious Dapo, Tifnumbu, fake Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, they succeeded. Even though Amoshi was the one that controls Ogun State politics, Dubious Dapo, that has no single councillor, was declared the candidate of AP sheet. Again, to cut that story short again, Dubious Dapo became governor. Now that the Fulani terrorists are attacking Ogun State, and many of our people are now living as refugees in Benin Republic, Dubious Dapo, Ogun State governor, to this day, I'm talking about these people. Let me see if I can find them. Since 2000, since February 2000 since February this year, these people have been living in Benin Republic as refugees. They were chased away by Fulani terrorists from Ojaodon in Ogun State, Yewa, all the Yewa North local government area. Many of those communities have been taken over by Fulani terrorists. Ogun State governor will not even admit it. He will not even talk about it. In Ogun State right now, people don't even know that tens of thousands of people have run away from Yewa North, and they are currently living as refugees in Benin Republic, a neighboring country. So, I'll show you them before I even continue, because some of you will be like, Maiyegun, how far? But what I actually wanted to tell you about Dubious Dapo is this. Dubious Dapo is in London. And when he was traveling to London to come and see Tifnumbu, he did not hand over power to his deputy. He handed power over to the secretary to the state government, his own appointee. So what then happened was that the deputy governor became angry. She was angry. What kind of insult is this? Well, he doesn't, she doesn't even respect me. To show that she is angry with what the governor did, going abroad, not handing over to her, she decided to buy a ticket too. You know, they are holding diplomatic passport. They don't need visa. She bought her own ticket too and flew to London. She's in London as well. She did not take anger to go down to Ota, where she came from, where Obasanjo come from. Ota, have you been to Ota Road? Famous Ota Road. Make I not tell you that. Now, in that same Nigeria, where a state governor doesn't even have the guts, the courage to defend his own people, because nobody elected him. Look at all of them, all this hungry tout shouting and defending him on social media today. Now, so then they do. We will defend Nigeria. Nigerian youth must fight. All these politicians, blah, 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 blah. They will say, hello, comrade. Hello, calm down, comrade. We have noticed you. Oh, yeah, come. I'm going to make you my special advisor on social media. Senior special advisor to the governor on media. I'm very honored, sir. I am very, very honored to serve, sir. Those are the boys you see everywhere. We call them the Hallelujah boys. Hallelujah boys. None of them will show you this.
Due to that crisis, Fulani crisis that was occurred at our country. That's the reason why we migrated to this place. We are forcefully migrated to this place due to that. By force. By force. It's not by willingness. Women. Man or women. How much are us, man or women? Only you. Here. Both the women and men migrated from that area. No. And then people died.
They say how many people they kill there.
There are too many people. But that our many people. Many people have lost their lives. People are still migrating because of that. At Modudu and all other areas. What happened? It's because of the Fulani crisis. Fulani, they are killing the people anyhow.
They are killing the people
anyhow. They will move from any from one village to another. They will migrate from one place to another. They just keep people. That's the reason why the people are scared. They move down to
So if you are from Ogun State, I don't think you are going to pretend that you don't know about this. But they did their job to make sure that this is not news. The first day that the people from Ojadon were running away, 10 women gave birth to children, 10 pregnant women. They went into emergency labor and they gave birth in the forest, in the bush, while they were running away. Some people died running away. You see those people you saw dead, children, they were from Ogun State. Ogun State. Awolowo, the man that everybody will say, Yoruba, are we Yoruba, this way Yoruba, that the sage. Awolowo is from Ogun State. But there is no politician that is bold enough to even talk about them, not to talk about to go there and bring them back and keep them safe in Yoruba land. So what are you holding on to? You are there in Nigeria. What are you holding on to? What is that thing that they are asking you to hold on to that you think, you will hold on to? These guys don't care. And all they have is you. And the only way they're able to keep you is because they have managed to weaponize poverty. And like I told you, some of you will always think poverty is about money, about this and that. And I told you, I don't think poverty is always about money or about not having something. Okay? You also Femi Foni Kayode for food Kayode. And this is not even like a joke, eh? Forget about every other thing that you probably assume about him. Do you want to see that? Do you want to see what he's all about these days, eh? It's even worse. He was in Abuja yesterday or so, begging. Make I show you first. Hunger, the kind of poverty they've weaponized in Nigeria is beyond those they are officially called the poor. And some of them you think are rich, but they have no substance. There's nothing left, nothing to look into. Just like Wike told us. And character like this will continue to decide and be in charge as long as you continue to pretend that Nigeria may likely work. No one is going to do that. No energy will be wasted anymore. Use the energy on Yoruba nation. Those who weaponized poverty, they know what they did. And they know the usefulness and the effectiveness of such a weapon. And if you meet Femi Foni Kayode, you understand what I'm saying.
Let me start by saying that thank you for coming. We appreciate you and we appreciate your presence here. For me, it's a great honor that I could be even accepted into the party in the first place. And the way in which I was accepted into the party was quite unprecedented, and I do not take it for granted. I acknowledge the role of people like the governor of Kogi State, people like Matawale of Zamfara, people like Governor Biafra, and so many other APC governors in paving the way, and of course Mr. President himself, who was very gracious on that day. So I'm here to help whatever I can do for the party, not just in FCT, but whatever I can do for the party throughout the zone. You understand?
North Central.
Yes, throughout the North Central zone. And I'll tread with caution. I have a lot to learn about what's going on, how things are done within the party and the zone. But you're there to guide me, and so that's just basically it. And it's an honor and a privilege to receive you. It was very kind of you to come to my home.
Honorable Minister, I think you're joining the party to some of us is like a homecoming, because you are part and parcel of those who initiated this mega party that becomes this big today and presiding over the.
But Amechi thought otherwise.
At Osborne Street, and those who shared in the corruption are busy dancing about it. Femi Fani-Kayode, when he was Minister of State, Minister of Aviation, Dr. Peter Odili's government gave him 2 billion naira to fix the runway. It's not there on the record of aviation. I'm the Minister of Transportation, I have that record. It's not there. He went away with the 2 billion naira.
Are those allegations that you're making against him?
I'm not making allegations, I'm saying statement of fact. I'm Minister for Transportation. Dr. Peter Odili, I was Governor of Rivers State. In writing, Cabinet approved, handed over 2 billion naira to Femi Fani-Kayode to fix the runway, Rivers State, the runway at the Port Harcourt Airport that was closed for 2 years. And Femi Fani-Kayode left with the money. Is that the kind of character I will speak to? That's not the kind of character. We are not on the same level.
You know, not only thief, sabi thief. Well, those are the characters that will make up your one Nigeria. Keep dreaming. All right? To our Biafran women who have now taken over London. Undewo. Did I even right? Undewo. Oh, not too much. I came across your first day in London today, and I couldn't but marvel. My brother, Prince Jejeman, I caught you on camera too. Yes, they were in London today to start a 3-day solidarity rally and protest as well against the illegal extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. And they are not backing down. They are going to be everywhere. London is going to know they are there. In fact, London knows they are there, and they're going to know for the next 3 days. The Parliament building and everywhere that matters, including the BBC. And everywhere that matters in London, they will know the women. That's why I said, you have to respect our women, especially when they get involved. Then you know that thing is worth it. I mean, that thing has value. And with what I saw today, the Biafran women, yeah, that's good. I remember one song like that.
And we still hail our all Biafras all over the world for standing solidly for us. Now, we want to perform our culture right here and right away. Our ritual, right here and right away. It has nothing to do with anybody. It has something to do with our culture and our God. I dey play Igbo kita and kita ka ọ ga-adị ime. Onye tọla nwa aka aka n'ọdụ ma ọ dị ndụ. Onye nyere nwa aka n'ọdụ.
subscribe to our YouTube channel, Heritage Television, and on Facebook, Heritage Television, on our Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, thank you, Lady Heritage. Please visit Heritage Television YouTube channel if you really want to see the full clip of what went down in London today. Women, Biafran women from all over the world, you won't believe it. Oh, well, you should believe it. Women were flying in from all over Europe, from all over the world to attend the 3 days protest in the UK. And we say thank you to all of you, our mothers. There is a part where President German was doing his thing. So much for all the effort, all the women, everybody that came out today. Meanwhile, that was in London. Tomorrow is another day. Okay, so while we resume tomorrow, right? Let's go back to Biafra land. People will still tell you it is in
This is the great Nnamdi Kanu. This is the great man we are talking about. Nnamdi Kanu stops a brother right now. This is Nnamdi Kanu. Look at him, the white boss. Look at him on the white boss. This is the reporting live at a brother now. This is Nnamdi Kanu, the man on the white fencer. The man on the white fencer that you saw. Oh my God, look at the Biafrans. The man who we were about, we were Puparuno. My answer of we are, she's on of we are. Also, the blood and the Pahot to Tataro. Come and see what is happening. Come and see what is happening at the blood. Come and see what is happening at the blood. Oh my God! The blood and the Pahot. The blood and the Pahot. Come and see what is happening at the blood. The blood and the Pahot. The blood and the Pahot.
Ekulobia dekwa otio. Eyiba hey uzoju uzobu eyiba hey. You know what I mean? I decided to share that video. It is not a recent video. Just to let you know the type of man Nnamdi Kanu was. I mean, and he still is. When he was out there, Nnamdi Kanu is not just that kind guy. He's not. If he's present in Eastern Nigeria, the reason why the Eastern politicians decided to prescribe IPOB, call them terrorist organization, by pumping the repentant terrorists into the Eastern Nigeria, call them unknown gunmen, and even their own political thugs working for them as unknown gunmen, so that they can paint and tag IPOB as the terrorists. And so many of you are still convinced. Good luck with that. You are still convinced that IPOB are capable of attacking people and killing people because of what this Janjaweed system that have the power, to show you the numbers of people they've arrested, right? But they have no power to stop attack whenever they are ongoing, especially attack on their own facilities in that same place. Nnamdi Kanu no be just push over. We just leave story. We leave all this dragging, all this social media dragging, all of you. If to say Nigeria is a real country, where Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for our Biafra, and he is allowed to campaign everywhere. Many politicians in Eastern Nigeria, they would probably have left politics by now. His influence got across anything that you can just sit back and say, who is he? Why are they not doing this or that? If to say people should do what they want to do for what Nigeria is doing, I don't think the type of death we are talking about. In fact, forget about sit at home in the East. Nobody will even want to do anything. Everybody will permanently sit at home. If those guys should do what they should do. So if they tell you that now who is Nnamdi Kanu, who is this and that, his influence cut across, I decide to share that with you. Release him, free him unconditionally. Begin the conversation. Begin the negotiation with him now on when they were going to have the referendum peacefully. Just do it. Go and spend your trashy naira and give that to the Biafrans who are ready to collect money from you to vote for Nigeria and see the result. Whatever is the result, Nnamdi Kanu said, if you give me Biafra, if you give me referendum, if you say, oh yeah, the Igbos should go and do referendum among themselves, so yeah, vote. Do you want to stay in Nigeria and you want to leave? Nnamdi Kanu said, if Igbo people vote no to Biafra, it will stop talking about Biafra forever and ever.